What's up, guys? So last night I was in bed and I was elevating my leg and just trying to distract myself from, the pain that I'm constantly feeling. And I was writing an episode on integrated bracelet watches because still a ton of you guys are asking me about integrated bracelet watches, which shows me that trend is still going strong. Like, you guys like that look, and that's fine. I'm kind of over it, but I think that it's still very popular, and that's why we see a lot of brands bringing us that kind of overall style. Integrated bracelets, perhaps angular case shapes. It is what it is, right? But what this episode turned into was me being really upset at a watchmaker that I originally had a big soft spot for. So in this episode, we're going to go over 5 watches, all that have integrated bracelets, some starting under $200, all the way to one that is around $3,000. And you're going to be surprised to learn about the watch, and specifically watchmaker, that I'm upset about. And you're going to be very surprised to learn who I think is actually the best watchmaker on today's list. So without further ado, it is 2:08 p.m. Let's get down to business. All right, shout out Teddy Baltazar on his website. We see a Timex Q quartz. Now, this does have a very vintage kind of overall aesthetic, especially with that integrated bracelet and angular case shape. And this is being sold brand new for under $200, $184, or excuse me, $189. I can't even read. And I think there's some cool things about this watch. Again, the fact that it is kind of old school looking, the fact that it is quartz, and it just has a nice sporty aesthetic. And it's 36 millimeters, so it's not going to be hugely oversized. Moving up a little bit in price, we have these new very popular citizens, the Tsuyosa? Tsuyosa. It's Japanese. I just call it the NJ015 because I'm not going to embarrass myself by, culturally appropriating the Japanese with their language. Just kidding. I love anime. All right. So these go for $360. Again, shout out Teddy. He's not sponsoring this episode. I'm just utilizing his site and his prices. And these are very popular. Why? Because this kind of fell in line with some of the PRXs that we saw, keep that in mind, from Tissot, giving us this overall design with a bunch of different colors to choose from. We have black, we have blue. Of course, the first watch we took a look at there was Tiffany blue. We have green, and then another very popular offering from these watchmakers nowadays is this kind of mustard yellow, which I'm not a fan of, but hey, go off. So $360, not bad, right? Now, speaking of the Tissot PRX, when people think modern, remember I did the history of the PRX, saying that the PRX is the watch that saved Tissot. The PRX is not a modern design, but when it comes to current modern watches with integrated bracelets, this is kind of the first watch people think of. So this Powermatic 80, so 80-hour power reserve, 100-meter water resistance rating, a ton of different dials to choose from. I reviewed a green one on this channel. They have white, they have black, they have even silver, they have Tiffany blue, a bunch to choose from. 40 millimeters, right in that sweet spot. Sharp watch, great watch. $725 on the Tissot website. All right. Now we're moving on to Frederique Constant. This is a watch that I always thought was very cool when they released the High Life series. I thought it was a cool watch. All right. This is their chronometer certified offering. Okay. And I think it is awesome, especially with that green. And they have different ones. They have a two-tone chocolate. They have a blue dial, black, whatever. They even have like a open heart iteration on the High Life series. But this green one I thought was incredible. And again, just like the PRX, 100-meter water resistance rating. I believe, let me see, the case. This, yeah, 39 mil, which I think is even more perfect than 40. Nice dual finishing, display case back, COSC certified, right? $23.95 on the Frederique Constant website. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. It's like, well, this one's COSC certified, so it's like worth it. But here's the thing that bothers me. This is a perfect example. This watch right here is a perfect example as to why no one talks about Frederique Constant. And why in the next 10 years, I think Frederique Constant might not even be a thing. Okay, when I first started this YouTube channel, okay, some of you guys, my longtime viewers, will remember my Frederique Constant moon timer. It was a moon phase with a modified Salida movement, a threaded crown, 100 meter water resistance rating, display case back, let's see, date complication. It was awesome, okay? For $725 brand new. And I know people are going to be like, well, that was back in 2017. Yeah, I get it. Like, inflation and costs have shifted and blah, blah, blah. But, like, that offers way more than this watch for $23.95. And I'm going to be honest. This watch has just under a 40-hour power reserve, I believe. When we look at the movement. Let me see. Yeah, 38-hour power reserve. I would rather spend $725 for the 80-hour power reserve. Because if I really cared about COSC certification, I would get the Tissot Heritage 1938 automatic COSC. Really cool vintagey watch from Tissot. $825, automatic, COSC certified, Swiss, of course, has to be. 39 mil, well under $1,000. And I get it, this isn't integrated bracelet, this is not one of those, different style. But if I really cared about Swiss, COSC, blah, 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 I would just get this. It's a chronometer. Accurate as hell, looks really cool. Good everyday watch, dressy enough to be dressy, salmon dial, ooh, love it. It's just weird, like, this pricing does not make sense to me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense to me. I get it. Citizen owns Frederique Constant. This is supposed to be their premium brand. But I just don't think this is going to be a thing in 10 years because this doesn't make sense. You can get this watch, essentially, a better version of it here with the Tissot PRX for $725. The COSC certification doesn't matter to me, and it doesn't matter to most people, because if they really want it, they'll just get another Tissot. Or, drum roll please, I'm going to tell you the best watch on the list. Tudor. That's right. This is insane, okay? A watchmaker that traditionally I've loved, I kind of now hate, Frederique Constant, and a watchmaker that I've traditionally hated, I kind of now love. My one complaint at this 41 mil, I've worn one of these, it wears very big. It wears large, okay? And I'm a big dude, I got bigger wrists. Now, they do have a bunch of different sizing. You can get a 38 mil. 28 is probably going to be a little bit small for most dudes, but they have 34, 38, 41. Different options to choose from. But this blue one, the one that you see constantly online, okay, $2,700, dude. If I'm going to be spending $23.95 on a Frederique Constant High Life, I'm just going to get a Tudor Royal. I'm sorry. It's like, this objectively is the better watch. Still has the 100 meter water resistance rating, but you're getting a threaded crown. You're getting a day date. It's like, it's just a beautiful, sharp watch. Very comfortable on the wrist. I thought it was going to be a terrible hair puller when I wore one. Didn't pull my hair. Only complaint is at 41, it's going to wear a little bit larger because I don't know, something about the case with the integrated bracelet. It is a little bit of a thick boy. It takes up a nice amount of real estate on the wrist. But this is objectively the better watch. I'm sorry. That's going to piss some people off. But then here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? If you do like this watch, truthfully, just get the PRX. This episode's not sponsored. Tissot didn't sponsor this episode. So, like, honestly, this is the better watch. Like, don't get the Frederique Constant. Don't even consider the Frederique Constant. If you got money to burn it on this Tudor. But if you like this Tudor and you want to save yourself a bunch of money, just get the Tissot. I'm sorry. Okay? As someone who's taken a look at all of these watches in person, just get the Tissot. All right, guys. I'm going to go back to taking a break. But anyway, yeah, this is a little peek behind the curtain in my like creative workings. Sometimes I write episodes and they don't turn out how I thought. I thought I was just going to do an integrated bracelet list for you guys, but this turned into a little bit of a rant. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or if you disagree. And again, thanks guys for sticking with me. I love each and every one of you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Love you guys.